DPDP in practice, a topic of discussion. Another one which is important is user rights. It is important because it's users whose protection is what we are looking at in DPDP, and we are going to talk about that in this video. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you regularly see new content on data privacy, and as I said, let's talk about handling user rights without any chaos, without any issues with respect to DPDP. Why do they appear scary? They appear scary because it happens. We always feel like someone is going to question us, someone wants to recheck us. What if he does not like our system of working? Now, important is the word like, right? We automatically become defensive without even thinking that it is not as to whether someone likes or not, it is actually whether it is solving the required purpose or not, right? So there is a fear of missing deadlines. If someone will ask me an information, would I be able to provide him in that time period? Would there be penalties? Would there be unknown requests? Well, there are known rights, right? There are no unknown rights. Who would own it? And that is something that you have to define within your privacy program. Who owns the privacy program? Who owns the user rights under the privacy program? Are the rights seen as exceptions? Not a very good idea. They should be seen as rights and not exceptions. DPDP user rights are rights as a structured request, rights which are predictable. I told you there is a set of rights. It's not that anyone can ask you anything. And then there is a timeline also. So it is also not that anyone can ask you anything. And there is no timeline defined for it. He says, I have asked you right now, please answer me right now. No, it is not like that. You get sufficient time to answer. And you can defend yourself in front of the regulators if in case a data principal is behaving inappropriately with respect to his rights and their timelines. Interesting part is that DPDP Act penalizes principals also if their information or queries are impractical or incorrect. DPDP rights follow defined categories and they are about transparency, they are about control. More important for a fiduciary, transparency. That is what we are trying to achieve. Not all the rights need protection. Organizations struggle in practice because the data is spread across systems. So sometimes it might be slightly difficult to pull out information asked for, but then the principal is allowed to access only his personal information. Under the DPDP rights, he is not asking about transactions and ledgers or anything. That can be looked at a part of your business dealings with him. But with spread over data and no central intake point, all manual coordination between the teams, unclear timelines, fiduciaries do feel that it might be difficult to go through the data principal rights. And then, so these are certain best practices that you have to follow and create. Why is there no central intake point? Why is there no central reporting? Even if that reporting has to talk to 4 different systems, there has to be reporting. No manual coordination should be required. Depending on the size, by the way. I'm not saying that a 50 user, 100 user organization should have centralized systems first. No, it's okay, right? Timelines need to be known, escalation paths need to be known, and there have to be audit trails for responses. The calm way of handling rights is have a single intake channel, a try each process, clear ownership per request type, who in your system owns a request, a type of request, very well defined response paths, and documentation has to happen by default. Rights handling is a workflow. It is not a firefighting thing that you have to do. So design your systems with some predictability in them. Map your request types. Predefine what data sits where. Know which teams are involved and which are not. Automate wherever it is possible and treat your rights as routine operations, not as something as a bigger problem or a new problem that has come up on top of you. How this supports the DPDP compliance. The faster, the consistent are the responses. There are reduced error risk. There is a clear accountability, strong audit readiness, and better user trust. And user trust is what we are living for. Transparency is what we are living for. So be ready. Improvise on your systems to ensure that you are able to respond to user rights in defined time period. Sometimes when we delay response, it appears on the other side that we are trying to manipulate things. So be careful. The real insight of it is DPDP rights are predictable, right? Panic is something that you would create only if there is no structure in your organization. So why not work on structure? Why not improvise the design? Why not work on privacy by design? Calmer systems outperform calmer systems outperform designs once saved. Help you reduce your effort on a repeated request. So that's about handling user rights with DPDP in practice. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the bell and the like icon, subscribe to my channel, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.